I am sure sports. You know me there. I'm coach to coach representing. I mean, say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are.
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Trick Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Good morning. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I'm your host. My name is Man. On a day that I had decided not to do any videos, a day that you would have noticed that I wasn't even online yesterday. I had interviews I could have done, but was up and about and had a major conference to be at. Still at it, but I had to find a way to get home to do this short video today. But firstly, it's a new week, a new day, a new time, a new moment, a new space, and so we give thanks for life and for good health and strength. Also want to say a big thank you to all our subscribers. As our platform continues to grow with your support, we want you to know that we really appreciate that, and we want you to continue to like and share our content and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed to the platform. All our sponsors also want to thank you. We are heading into 1 year since we have started operating. In a couple of months, it will make it over a year since we have gone on doing live videos and stuff. So we haven't been around long, but so we are very grateful for all the support we have. Launch Legacy, who they have been on board with us. Launch Legacy is where they handle risk and seek legacy. So for all your personal insurance needs in Canada and the USA, visit them at launchlegacy.com or call or text 647-989-0782. Also, Prestige Finance lending a helping hand when you need it the most. Please call or text them at 876-884-7390. Tell them you heard about them from I Am Sure Sports, and you'll get up to $100,000 in loan, Jamaican dollars, that is 0 to 4% interest rate, same day processing, and guess what? Wow, no processing fee. All right. I want to get into the meat of the matter. I've resisted the urge and the temptation to do this video because I'm connected to indirectly to more than 12 of the players in the present under 20 team through their coaches, their schools, some parent have connection with them. As you know, there are many of them. Well, many of them that I could have interviewed and should have interviewed, but it just never happened. All right. I'm glad that so many of them are in the team. So I've been getting a lot of information from the initial camps up to the first game that we lost, that we should not have lost. All right? Should not have. Inexcusable. And at the end of this tournament, someone needs to be held accountable. And it's not the players. Whoever is responsible need to make an assessment. We have way better quality than we saw displayed in the first half of that game. Way better quality. Way better quality. Yes, and Simon just confirming Peyton McNamara, she's out, broken leg, speedy recovery. So sad. With that, so she's going to be out for the rest of the tournament. And there's a replacement that actually came in for Jasmine as well. So Jasmine did not make the trip and she was replaced, right? So there's no blame on the players. No blame. All right. I don't know if you know this, right? So let me give you some details. The players arrive in different batches. So whoever did the flight arrangement, we have to do better. We have to do better. All right? The first thing, and like I said, I refuse to speak on this because I want to make sure that I'm a contributor to positive change, because that's what I want to see. But it cannot be that we have a tournament and we were one of the last teams to arrive. We arrived in batches with 17 and 18-year-old girls, some who did not bring their parents, some who, for whatever reason, though the airport was around 15 or so minutes away from the hotel, some had to stay at the airport from 12 midday to 4 a.m. the following morning. We have to do better. It cannot be, honestly, it cannot be that difficult to make better arrangements. And then when people speak, people believe that we're against this, we're against that. It's not against. We have to be better. We had an entire senior men's World Cup campaign to learn from. We have had 2 games in the female campaign to learn from. How, in heaven's name, we come to the under-20 tournament and we are making the same mistakes again? Inexcusable. 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 We have to do better. Colleges are not happy. Academies are not happy. Parents are not happy. When there are a couple of universities call their players at the tournament, are they not happy with the treatment? Not happy with the food? How a team that qualified for a senior women's World Cup goes through this again? Like, we had a 30 minutes training session before the first game. Like I'm honestly, people, I'm not so, I won't be long. I try to resist because I didn't want to be the bearer of bad news. Listen, I still believe that Jamaica has enough quality. Don't get me wrong. We still have enough quality, though the captain is out and Jody Brown is not there. I still believe we have enough quality in this team to bring us throughout the qualifications and advance. Unfortunate win. We could have won that game by 10 goals, clearly, if we got our act in order. But the administrative, the organizational aspect of this it just went off the chart. Crazy. I'm not blaming no player. Some of the players, they did not look good enough. All right? Did not. I'm not blaming them. These are young ladies. I am not. No responsibility for the loss is on the players. I want you to get me. So I don't want anyone to walk away thinking I'm blaming. All right? The players. I am not. I'm talking about the organizational arm of our football. Keep on getting the simple things wrong. All right. I had a coach from a college. Of course, I don't want to, from a university, let's put it there, whose player from their hotel saw other 3 teams using a field at the hotel to kind of walk through stuff. Watch this. It's a university coach I'm close to, who the Jamaica team had what they call like the amount of hours where nothing was being done. Either we never made preparation to use the field. We thought maybe we went there thinking that we are bigger than these teams. And no matter what we do, we are going to go through. So we don't need to arrange. We don't need to make proper arranging for food. So whatever they prepare there, we can eat. And today we find out that there are players who are sick, who may not be able to play because they are vomiting and all of that, because the food is not the best quality. This ought not to be so. If this were the first campaign during this time, I would say I understand. We had a failed male senior campaign that should have been the benchmark, the example that was set as to what not to let repeat itself coming into this. We're doing an injustice to the young ladies and to the football program. Now, I don't know if the coaching staff, because it never had enough time, just put the names in a hat and picked them out and started the team. But obviously, the best set of players in terms of conditions did not start the game. Now, I'm not the coach. I'm not there. I don't know what is happening in training. But I'm watching this game to see. And I'm watching it because a lot of these players, at least 12 of these players, I've been watching in high school, college. I've watched several games of them. Not just the highlights of their videos that have been sent to me from time to time, but I follow them. I watch them. I know their quality. So is it that there was not enough time? Are we not sure? How can we be at this stage, with all respect and again, still believing that we're going to qualify? We can't be putting out people on the field who don't even know each other's name. We don't do team building. They don't even know their names. How did this happen? And don't tell me that I'm exaggerating. If you are there and you think so, come on to the platform and say, man, you're absolutely wrong. Anything that I have said, anyone in any position of authority, come on and refute it and say man is not speaking the truth. We should not be in this place. See, Simon verifying, Jamaica was, in terms of the team coming together, we got there in patches. Patches. Almost every team, that good team, the top teams, were in the Dominican Republic before Jamaica. Had sessions. We had one, I'm going to give it 45-minute session before the first game. Girls were devastated, crying at the end of the game. We should not have lost. Again, I don't know what led to some of the coaching decisions because I'm not there. All right. But when teams travel, it is important that we know that we know Tashana Vincent, we know Xavier Gilbert. All right. Who is the technical director that is with the team? Who is a traveling party? This is why press conferences are important, JFF. Have a press conference and let us know who the traveling party is. Because it is obvious that there were problems with the team selection as well. Whether it is lack of time to determine who were or who are the better players, but there are some issues. So I don't blame the players, but somehow, again, it is so hard because we had all of these training camps in Jamaica. I don't know who the coach saw. There you go. So we have Baron Watson, we have Wendell Downswell. All right, so Wendell Downswell as a technical director. No, people, you see today's game, Peyton McNamara is out. Let us see who starts. Because we need changes. It is unacceptable. Xavier Gilbert, brethren, I'm a brethren. But this is unacceptable. Wendell Downswell, one of my first coaches. I call you nothing but Mr. or Coach. You know how much I respect you, but this is unacceptable. You brought a team to the Under-17 World Cup, Under-20 World Cup. Come on, we have to do better. We have to do better. We're not going to Dubai. It's the Dominican Republic we travel to. Head of delegation, Baron Watson. Did you go there before to make preparations to determine how chicken is cooked in the Dominican Republic in comparison to how it is cooked in Jamaica and in the United States? To find out if the food at the hotel was good enough to sustain the girls physically? Simon, big up Sir Preston. There you go. Simon, honestly, I don't even know if I can say somebody. Because, listen, I don't want, I had a coach call me this morning, man, and he was going to pull a player, and if the player refused to, they wouldn't give the scholarship to the player. Because they can't believe that this is a World Cup qualifying female team that is operating this way. And Gilbert, you know that you're under scrutiny. You're under scrutiny, and you have to make better decision come this game, or else people are going to demand that your head rolls. Again, Kebra Masalaman, I don't know. I think when you watch the game, when me and Mitchell came on, people the game. Listen, I didn't want to call the players' name, but I'm telling you, I watched some of these players, and we could have started a better team. If you watch some of the college, say you have the I think they call them Power 5, different. Listen, we like I don't know what led to the team selection. It could be a lack of time with them, but some of the better players did not play. And if you know how female football goes, for the junior football, for the most part, parents travel with the kids. So there are a lot of parents there now. There are many parents in the Dominican Republic who went because their kids are at the tournament. There has to be some conversation. I try not listen. I try not to say the embarrassing things. No, Lacey Murray is not there. Lacey Murray is not there. Lacey Murray is not there. Jody Brown is not there. That's part of my issue, because I love Jody Brown in national setup, but I felt like these two games that we played against Grenada and against Bermuda, we never needed Jody Brown to win them. However, we will need her in April. So I think Jody Brown should have been in this team. For whatever reason, and this is what I'm thinking, and Simon, you can tell me, but here's what I am thinking. I am thinking that we felt like we're not going to go anywhere, so we don't need Jody Brown to waste our time. That's one. Or we are good enough without Jody Brown to go and do this. So let's leave her. And so we don't even need to prepare properly. So here's what I want you to do, people, if you don't believe me. You don't have to do a lot, you know. Google the names, all right? Follow me. Google the names on the team. Just use Google today, before the 3 o'clock game. Google the names. Check out the colleges. Look at the stats on the players. And then compare those who start. And so even with that comparison, you realize that even the players that started, something is wrong. Something is wrong. I don't know. I don't know, man. This person, 1 week, what do we expect? I don't know if you're saying, listen, we did not have 1 week. People, we never had 1 week. Jamaica did not have 1 week. Jamaica did not have 2 weeks. Jamaica did not have 3 weeks. We knew long ago the date for this, from in last year. So we didn't have 1 week. We didn't have 2 weeks. We had several camps inviting people. We could have had, listen, I guarantee you this, because so many of these kids are in the States. If this team was selected early enough. Early enough. We left on the 27th. The 27th was when Jamaica left. Jamaica. The 27th? Let me make sure we get the date right. What month were we in February? Can't be the 27th. No, the first game was the 26th. I think we left the first game was the 20. Check it. The first game was the 26th. So we left like 2 days before. So we left around the 24th, the 25th, right? Let me get the date right. We knew long before. We had several different camps. When we were bringing in different people to look at them, that was unnecessary. Because here's why. I'm going to tell you the benefit. Here's the benefit of having kids in the diaspora, which the team is predominantly made up of. Their parents, once they get enough time, can write to their schools and pull them out of school like the Americans did, like the other nations did. So we could have had a camp in Jamaica instead of keeping these camps and just calling different players to look at player. Selected the squad from early, had a week training camp in Jamaica with them, 5 days even, before going to the Dominican Republic. We could have, because you already have the facility. The parents could have bought the tickets, and then all you would have done is arrange the flights from Jamaica, or the flight from Jamaica to the Dominican Republic. So we would have had, or you could have had the people get into the Dominican Republic at least a week before the start of the tournament. We can't continue this way. We can't. And I'm not an overly critical person, you know. But sometimes you have to do these videos so we can check ourselves. Mr. Gilbert, you know that I pick a team, Mr. Gilbert. I picked my starting 11, you know. I did a video on my starting 11. Right? I did a video on my starting 11. And here is the truth. I am sure that if the starting 11 that I picked had played, would have won the game. We left the 24th for a game on the 27th. People, let me tell you, the 24th for a game on the 27th. The 24th, all right? So most of the players did not get there until the morning of the 25th, 4 a.m. They had to get up at 6:30 the morning, 2 hours on the 25th. The game is the 27th. So the 26th is light. So we had a 30-minute training session on the 26th, I believe, for the game on the 27th. On the 27th? No, man. We had a light training session on the 25th for the game on the 27th. I keep saying the 27th for the game on the 26th because we played on Saturday. Forgive me. Like I said, I'm extremely tired. I like this, Dre. People, I'm not ignoring the comments, but I have to say this. Fail to prepare, be prepared to fail. The one thing I can say, the quality in this team gives me a confidence that on the field of play, if we select the right players, we will get the results we need to come out of the zone. Peyton McNamara is injured, right? And she won't be able to play. I am hoping that we can come through and the JFF will speak with Jody Brown, because you need someone there to kind of help to bring. Although Cameron Simmons is there. Listen, people, check out Cameron Simmons. People, we have quality. We have quality. We have people. We have quality. We have quality in the squad, people. Top players at your colleges. Manins, we see incompetence all over again. When will we learn? When will we learn? When things aren't right, you'll have to draw for the whipping, Manins. Exactly. Exactly. Pull your kids out of school for this kind of foolishness. It's embarrassing. Really embarrassing. Yeah. You understand me? Imagine that parent who flies over there. Pull your kids out of school. To see the whole thing disorganized. To see the whole thing disorganized. We can't run the football like this. So administratively, we need to get it right. And Coach Gilbert, at the end of the day, the final selection of the team is down to you. How that team looks on the field is down to you. As a coach, you need to make sure that everything is in place to get the best out of your players. And when it comes on, let me tell you this, when it comes on to the national team, we don't have diaspora and we don't have local. We have Jamaica. So we're not trying to mix and match. We're not trying to merge. It's Jamaica. Whether you're born in the United States or you're born in Kingston 8, it is Jamaica. Once you put on the black, the green, and the gold, you're representing Jamaica. So at every single time, the best 11 players in their best positions must start every game. It don't matter who we know, where they are from. It is the best players. And if your plan at any time, at any level of coaching in the national program is not to pick the best 11, then you should not be coaching. I'm talking all the coaches, talking from Paul Hall to Marcel Gill to Coach Vin Blaine to Xavier Gilbert. Who are some of the other coaches? All the coaches, those 4 names I remember. At every given time, once you select the players, you have to put your best 11 out there. Yeah. Yeah, man, Parker, she's a very good player. Very good player. Listen, people, the problem with the team is not the quality of the players. Maybe the chemistry, but it cannot be the quality. All right, so let me give you a good example. All right, tomorrow I'm going to give you, because I have friends, I have friends that coach other teams in the tournament, and they are disappointed in Jamaica. They found it shocking because they believe that Jamaica probably can go to the final. Other coaches, and they send me clippings out of your training session and team building exercises. They're not out on the field, but they're having stuff together. I'm wondering if there's any. Somebody need to tell me. Is there any team building going on with the Jamaican team? Because outside of training session, you can still do sessions where people grow and learn. So, Coach Karoom, you look at the game, Coach, and you can tell that some of the better players were not on the field. They came on. Let me say it again. The better players were on the bench. Now, maybe the coach didn't have enough time. But listen, I do a lot of work. People have information on the players. So if I have it, it is accessible to everybody. So if I don't have enough time, I'm going to use the stats. If I didn't have enough time to look at all the players, then I'm going to look at those who have the best stats and put them in. And if I have enough time, I find it hard to believe that we had the better players on the bench. How can your best players be on the bench? So say that you're a coach. Come on now. You're in a corner league side in Jamaica. Pick up football. And you have never met any of the players. You know what you do? You play big names. If you don't have any training session, you have to play the players that have the biggest name and the biggest stats. All right? If you have enough time, and then you select the players, and then we see the better players or the team playing better in the second half. Ay, boy, may I tell you. Ay, boy, may I tell you. We played today, people, against Haiti. In a game, we must win. Today, we play Haiti in a game that we must win. What are things I can say to people? But I want to keep it positive because these are young ladies. I'm not sorry. We play against Cuba today. In a game, we must win. Cuba lost to Haiti 2-1. All right? And Haiti and Guatemala play, which means one of them going to drop point. It's two teams going through. Yeah, we're playing Cuba today at 3. You can watch it on the CONCACAF channel on YouTube. It's live there. And you can watch the first game on it as well. It's there. The match is at 3. And we're supporting the girls. This is a good crop of players that we have. This coach, how long this coach had with this team? Boss Thomas, this coach, this team could have been selected from the first week in January or the second week in January. I don't know for what reason it wasn't selected. I know some of the parents didn't know until the week of the tournament that their children were in the team. And some of the universities and the schools didn't know until the week of the tournament. I guess they were trying to fine-tune their selection. Listen, if you have to take so long, you just select it based on stats. Who have the best stats? And use them. Okay. You know what? I'll link to watch the game, So what I'll do is that I will on our Instagram page, once I get the link, I'll send it on there so you can watch the game from there and see what is going on, right? Like I said, that Coach Gilbert, all the best to you on your charges. JFF. You need to call the Baron Watson, find out about the nutrition of the girls. All right? Are there enough persons there that if one get injured, the amount of persons over there can help them? JFF, you need to find out about the sessions, the availability of access to fields for the players to train. This is if we're serious about going. JFF, with all the parents that are there, you need to have a conversation with them. Somebody needs to talk to them and hear from them about what is going on. You need to talk to the players who have been in touch with their universities to hear what their universities are saying. Have a little meeting, Zoom, whatever, talk to them. We're not bigger than being corrected. We can do better. Can do better. I put it to you that if our best players play, we will perform a whole lot better. Unfortunately, we have lost the captain, who is a good player. But it's not over. I still believe that we can get better. Sometimes to go higher, you have to go lower. Sometimes you have to step down from your high chair and talk to people before you rise up like an eagle and soar high. It's the point I'm making. If you humble yourself, you'll be exalted. So I encourage the administrators to listen to the people out there. There are many persons, I'm going to say this again to the GFF. There are many persons who have excellent ideas, willing to volunteer to aid in the operating of football that will make you look good at no cost. Give them the opportunity. You may not like some of the things that they say, but at the end of it, it will benefit the football. There are many people, many persons, locally and overseas, who are expert in their field that can help you. People, I have a next thing that I need to talk about. Well, like I said, I wasn't supposed to do any video. You see this JPL and this ticketing thing? The people, I don't even want to talk about it, But let me tell you, I'm going to do a next video because, like I said, I'm really at a big conference. Shouldn't be here. I have a big video to do. And here's what I want you to do for me. I want you to check out Amber Innovation. Amber Innovation is the people who are responsible for this ticketing for events to event in Jamaica, the software developer or whatever. I don't want to get into that now because I want to talk about the girls. Jamaica, we can do better than this. We have to do better than this. We have to do better than this. Like what you said, Boss Thomas, the ego, the ego, the ego, the ego. So people, we're going to support the girls. Listen, like I said, I wasn't supposed to do any video, but I was so disappointed I had to leave the conference, leave our hotel just to come and just do the video. I didn't want to do it, as a video and post it. I needed to come and interact and engage the people. There's a lot more I can say, but I'm saving it for the end of the tournament because I really don't want to cause turmoil. I just want to give some information that will help to make us progress out of the zone into the quarterfinals and hopefully into the semifinals. because for the last couple of years, I've been watching some of these players. And believe me, people, when I look at the players available at the under 20, under 17, Jamaica has a crop of players in female football that, if properly harnessed, we could see us qualifying for World Cup after World Cup after World Cup, Senior World Cup. That's how good the pool of players that we have are. There are players in the Jamaican setup that could easily be in America's team. There is at least 2 players I know who can represent easily and be stars in other Caribbean country, nations team. Let's do better. And here's the truth, people. You see, if your friend can't criticize you, then something is wrong with you. Can't give you objective reasoning. And here's the thing. Even though when the enemy talk, sometimes you have to listen. You have to listen. Even when your enemy talk. Like Karumi, if I knew the answer, I would tell you. I don't know. I don't know, right? You know, at this conference, right, and I shared with the people that I've learned so much from being a vlogger in this space. Told them that one of the things that I've learned is how to deal with offensive things, because vlogging is not an easy thing now, because a lot of times the persons who interact with you, you don't know them, but they see you. You don't see them, they see you. They can say all manner of evil against you. And one of the things I've learned is that if you're going to operate in this space, you can't take offense. You can't come in this space with ego. People are going to be trolls, and some are going to give you things that don't make no sense to you, but it make a lot of sense to them. Right? I've learned that in this space, and it has helped me to grow and mature. I don't like all of it, but it has made me a better person. So I am using that to say to our football administrators, you may not like everything that people say about you, but at some point you have to stop and check and say, listen, is it true? How can I do better? You can't just ignore it and think that people don't like you and people are fight against you and people are this. No. Everybody, listen. Everybody want the GFF to do well. Everybody want the football. You really think people out there don't want the team to qualify? We do. And we know that probably what you want. So when people come and talk, it's not because they hate you. It's because we want to see better. So you have to stop and listen to the people. Talk to the people. And make the changes where necessary. I want to challenge you as well. That you see our local coaches, kudos to them. But here's the thing. You see, any coach that is going to coach any of our teams, follow me. Any of our teams from under 15 to senior team, any local coach where they're going to serve as an assistant or stuff, need to go overseas to do some training. somewhere. Send them go somewhere, I don't know. Send them go Senegal. I don't know. I know that we have strong connections still. Professor Alfredo Monteso said that he's willing to help Jamaican coaches to come to Brazil at international. There are many other Jamaicans out there in the United States, some in England. We have connections in Europe. It's time for us to take, once you identify, say for Marcel Gale, you need, before Marcel Gale takes up the under-20 team, we should have sent him to Germany or somewhere if we see him as a candidate. Not because we don't think he's good, but we think he can get better with the experience. Not because I'm not saying that Coach Gilbert is not good. I'm saying that we can make him better. Why do we settle for good when we can get better? Send them to some training. Let them go and learn in a different environment and a different space. Do the same thing at the administrative level. Send them on some internship in some other places. Because how we operate as a footballing nation, brethren, how we operate as a footballing nation is not professional. So we need to put some of these people in professional environment and internship. Why you think the doctors go on internship in hospitals and not in their classrooms? I have so many comments. Let me get. Listen, training to do what? At every level. Understand the psychology of the game, the tactical awareness of the game, the technical skills of the game, all of those things. The finance, just send them on training. If some of these coaches were able to go into Germany, for example, if you have people bringing them into the female program, why not let them get connected to some of the universities in the United States that we have Jamaicans coaching? To say, listen, can we send this person to sit with you? We'll cover all of their expenses for 6 months to learn the game. It's part of what we need to do. I think somebody put up a good thing earlier that with Gardner Bush Stewart, who said, listen, he said that he's not bright, but what he does, he employs a lot of bright people. Talk good of our country, they would be surprised because they know of the quality we have, but they can understand the GFF or can't. I think that should be, if we're gonna take football seriously, these are the things we need to do. I'm telling you. Yep. Love out to our under 20 girls. Yeah, man. Listen, I still believe we can go through. I think we're gonna play better today. I think so. I think we're going to do better today. But if we're going to take it serious, we have to do these. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, all right, so if I were appointed, say I'm a coach, very qualified coach, and I'm being appointed. The truth is, some of the things in international football, I'm not averse to. It would be better now if I'm going to coach like the female under 17 team that I work with at University of Tennessee, or we talk to the person at Florida, where Jody Brown is, to see, listen, can we send our under 20 coach to come and work with you? You don't have to pay him anything, and stuff, and let them just learn. Go there to observe, and when they come back, you interview them and challenge them on what they went there and learn. Get some persons to go to Germany to learn in some of those clubs. Get some person to go to England, right? Find out from Darren Moore if, listen, is there any space that we can bring somebody on for just 6 months to learn? Let them live with somebody. Find out from Ricardo Fuller and Ricardo Gardner if they're in any contact at Stoke or Bolton, where they can learn in the academies, just how the difference. Take them out of this environment. Do that, because the space in Jamaica, in my opinion, is is not the best place to learn all the rudiments of the game. And I'm not trying to be hard on our local coaches, but I'll tell you this, there's a different approach from the coaches who go overseas or have spent time coaching overseas. And it don't guarantee success. Lord have mercy. Hear this question now. Management, you have first-hand information that the U20 coaching and management team currently in Dominic are disorganized, or is that just your opinion? Just curious. All right. So, Everton Jackson, I want you to find out from the JFF what time, ask anyone, call Earl Bailey, call Dalton Wind, Michael Ricketts, these are the persons, Bruce Gaynor, or call one of the parish presidents, whatever parish you're in. And here's the first question you need to ask them. What day did we arrive? And what day did we play the first game? Let me tell you what I know. That the team, they were at the hotel at 4 a.m. on the 25th when the game was the 26th. They had a 30 minutes training session. Everton Jackson, I am saying to you, call them. And if what I said is not so, you have permission to go to any one of the vloggers with the information you have and let them put out a video. Say, don't believe anything that man say, because he told an absolute lie. And if you don't consider that to be disorganized, when most of the other top teams were there a week or two before Jamaica, ask them as well. Call anyone in the GFF, any parish president who is a board member, to call the Dominican Republic and find out what the food is like and how the girls are enjoying the meals. Find out from them as well why we never made plans to have a camp for the girls. Seeing that there are parents who can afford to buy their kids' ticket to come to Jamaica for the camp. And we already have a facility that is not presently occupied. Find that out. And if I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. Christopher Carroll, big up. This is the last one because we have a minute to go. Management, humility, the foundation on which everything is built. Even Jesus humbled himself. Sometimes we Jamaica have a problem with humility, the expense of being strong. And yeah, man, you have to be humble, man. Yeah. Listen, I am not here to beat any of the coaches, because the truth is, at the end of the day, one glaring blunder in the women's senior program was when they let Busby go. They didn't promote Price, who was his understudy, for continuation. Good point. Listen, remember, people, let me tell you this, people, I am 100% behind the girls. Remember, I started out by saying I'm not beating the girls. I don't know all the reasons for the team selections. I'm not here to curse the coaches. I'm not even I'm not cussing out anybody, you know. I'm saying that, brethren, we have to do better, because we had the men senior campaign to guide us as to what not to do. And none of the problems we had there should be repeated in any of these programs. Every game, watch this, all the games that we did poorly in, we had travel issues and players coming together early enough issues in the senior campaign. It should not be repeated in this campaign. And all of us have to stop and take check. The people in authority have to stop check and say, no, man, we need to fix this once and for all. I am Man and His Man. This is I Am Sure Sports. It's 1 hour. I want to thank you for coming on, for joining me. I have some important things to do. Don't know when I'll be doing the next video, but I have some interviews with some spectators from Jacksal who are mad, happy mad about this ticketing thing. But I believe that Jamaica will pull off the victory today. So Coach Gilbert, the team that is there, listen, whatever you need to do, get it right. That's what I'm doing, Coach Karim. Exactly, you get it. I'm talking about lack of preparation. That is it. I'm here to speak about the lack of preparation. So, you stay safe. Watch the game. Please, if you can, find every way. So I'm going to put the link on the Instagram page of I Am Sure Sports. So you can, I don't know if they allow that, but I'm going to try to do it so you can watch it. But I'm going to try to get the link out there so you can watch the game and support the girls. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. All right. I don't know if from the location I'm at, I'll be able to do anything, but I'll try to see if I can, get a video to you today after the game. I'll try my best to get you the starting 11 if possible. But you have a blessed day. Love and respect to you all. I mean, let's walk in humility, man. Humble yourself. And in due time, you will be exalted. One love, one heart. Look to the hills, from whence cometh your help. Your help comes from the Lord. Bless up.